If I say Jesus is coming, then people think it's funny. But all these kids believe in tooth fairies and mummies.
But mummies do exist. Ancient Egypt happened. I don't understand this line. Hello, my name is Adobe Angel, and welcome to my very first ever episode of Booktuber Reacts, where I react to your videos using facts I learned while reading books. And in today's episode, I'm going to be responding to the various TikTokers who are lip-singing to this song right here by this artist. And the book I'm going to be using today is this one right here, Christmas, a short story from Solstice to Santa by Andy Thomas. And a little bit of Google.
Easter was about Jesus, they replaced him with a bunny.
Easter predates Christianity. Before Christians adopted the holiday to commemorate their Savior's resurrection, it was a pagan festival named after the goddess Istra, which is the goddess of dawn and the bringer of new life. Pagans had this festivity to celebrate Persephone. What are you doing? Pagans had this festivity to celebrate new life and fertility from the barren winter. Persephone wants to be in the episode today. That's okay. The reason you see the eggs and the bunnies and the flowers is because they're symbols of female fertility. Christians didn't turn Easter into a holiday of their very own until about 160 AD. So Jesus is not being replaced by a bunny, but instead two cultures are coming together to share their religious celebrations with one another. And this is why you see both crosses and Easter bunnies at the same time. Hey! That wasn't nice.
Distractions give us more faith in Santa Claus than our Savior.
Santa does not conflict with the nativity, he goes alongside it. Santa has even been argued by religious observers to be the seasonal version of the traditional image of the white bearded god. Just like almost anything with Christmas, Santa is a hybrid creation of so many different cultures, including the Bible. In fact, the Christian Saint Nicholas, who lived during the 4th century, is Santa's connection to Christianity. The Bible is not the only culture that contributed to the creation of Santa. The earliest reference to a being who soared in the skies around Solstice was in Norse mythology with Odin, who would ride his 8-legged horse across the skies during Yuletide. He would bring gifts to the good and would abduct the bad. Just like Santa and Krampus. And the 8 legs of this horse may have contributed to the 8 reindeer that pulled Santa's sleigh. Also, depictions of flying reindeer came from the shaman cultures of the Arctic Circle, which is not far from where Father Christmas's home is in the North Pole. The Sami people of northern Scandinavia and Siberia used to have this mushroom called fly agaric. A hallucinogenic red mushroom with white spots. Now, you can't eat this mushroom because it would damage the health, so what these shamans would do is they would take the urine of the reindeer who would eat this mushroom and boil it and drink that boiled urine, and they would get the hallucinogenic effect. And one of the hallucinations they had was that the reindeer were flying. The red and white colors associated with Santa may have even been inspired by this mushroom. So the jolly old character of Santa Claus is one of the best characters to have around. The perfect representation of multiple cultures, including the Bible, coming in one to create something beautiful.
Come the letters in Santa also spell Satan.
Okay, the spellings of Santa and Satan is just a coincidence over time of how languages and spellings have evolved. Kind of like how dog spelled backwards is God. There's no etymologic or historical evidence that Santa came from Satan. That line kind of did remind me of this meme.
If scary movies are good, then why do we fear it?
So people enjoy horror movies for the same reason people enjoy roller coasters. It has to do with the rush of adrenaline as well as that feeling of a safety net that you're not actually in danger.
These stores like to call alcohol spirits.
I love that line. There's multiple reasons for this, including in biblical times, the alcohol's effect were compared to a spiritual experience. And in 4th century BC, Aristotle wrote that drinking put spirits into the body. So there's a broad history of the term, and I just love this line of the song.
Answers. I'm seeing men turn into ladies, everything is
So
backwards.
transgender people have existed for as long as humans have been around. The word transgender itself did not exist until 1965.
Somebody needs to go and give God an apology, cause we ignore his prophecies and just worship astrology. I don't care if you Aquarius or Sagittarius. God did not create it, he probably think it's hilarious.
Christianity began by embracing astrology. Instead of December 25th, researchers believe that Jesus could actually been born on July 29th, 7 BCE. I'm just gonna show this picture that I snapped off of the page from Andy Thomas's books that explains it perfectly. Go ahead and pause to read if you'd like. Astrologers believe Jesus was actually born March 1st, 7 BC. This was a time of Pisces, and the zodiac sign of Pisces is a fish, and the sign of Jesus is...
And all the Greek mythology nonsense, I ain't having it. And anyone who call themselves a god to me is...
So December 25th originally belonged to the sun gods in mythology. Sol, Invictus in Roman, and Helios in Greece. This translates to birthday of the unconquerable sun. Just like pagans with Easter, Christians combined their biblical faith with mythological practices so that multiple cultures can celebrate the day together, not go against each other. Thank you so much for watching my first ever Booktuber React video. If you have any book you'd like me to make content of, or any videos you'd like me to react to with literary wisdom, leave them in the comments below. And do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that you can enjoy more Booktube and Photoshop content.